Hi, I'm pharmacist Rory Blake. I'm coming to you from my morning walk. Today I brought with me half a loaf of bread. So I'm taking a walk with half a loaf of bread. And people that say I'm half a loaf, well, that's could be something to that. But anyway, today I'm gonna give you one of my crackpot theories of why people are so much meaner and stupider these days in America. And it all boils down to the microbiome. And everybody knows that's listened to me that my contention is that the microbiome is a part of humans that is just truly unique. It's completely different than other animals. In fact, I consider it to be an organ. Humans have 1,000 more species of bacteria in their gut than other animals. We're 99% the same as great apes, but our microbiome has been trained, and I have patents pending that the patent office is actually looking at that explain that how the microbiome is controlled, a group of bacteria, how the gut controls the microbiome and converts it into an organ that makes neurotransmitters and things like serotonin that no other animal has, the transmitters that allow speech. We're 99% the same exactly DNA of the great apes, but yet we're so much different. And the difference is attributed to the microbiome. So what causes us to be stupider and what causes us to be more angry is because we're turning into chimpanzees. And what is behind that is the fact that we're losing diversity in the microbiome. And the ultimate is when you get to go into a nursing home, you have one dominant one dominant species, bless their hearts. They get down to where they just have one bacteria that controls the whole thing, and that's in the literature. Everybody knows that, but yet nobody thinks anything about it because they don't know the significance of the microbiome. But anyway, back to the loaf of bread, is that this bread is over a month old, or a month out of date. And I bought it at Aldi's, and it was cheap. But I ate one slice of bread yesterday out of another loaf, and I felt bad all day because of it. I hadn't been eating bread for at least 30 days. That's how long this is. But I ate a slice of bread at my mother's house, and I'm just passing my mother's house right now. Bless her heart, she's in her 90s, and she's a lot meaner and stupider than she used to be. She spends all her days looking at Fox and complaining to me about how bad things are. Of course they are. But anyway, back to the story of the bread and the American diet and why we're having a big problem with people being meaner and stupider. And it's because of our diet. We're the only people that have a bread with so much preservatives in it that it kills all the bacteria. In fact, this bread here, I'm just looking at it. It looks like it's fresh. I mean, it's still soft. I mean, this is some soft bread. I mean, I would eat it if I didn't know that it was over a month out of date. But basically what happens is that the preservatives that are in this bread kill bacteria in your gut. And when you've got gut bacteria that are important to making, in fact, the diversity of the bacteria working together is what makes your neurotransmitters that make us humans. In fact, I consider our personality to be based in our gut. That's a gut feeling, I guess. But basically what happens is that you kill enough bacteria, it's a bad thing. But with the other part of our diet, our carbonated beverages every one of them have a contaminant that was caused by the federal government or caused by actions of the federal government to have a contaminant in it. So the carbonation in the carbonated water has got something that causes the growth, the explosive growth of bad bacteria. And the difference between bad bacteria and good bacteria is that bad bacteria eat your amino acids and eat your, in fact, they eat your amino acids. Good bacteria make their own amino acids. They use fiber, which we can't digest, as their source of nutrition, and so it's a win-win for them. They get a free place to stay, and we have control over them, and they make things for us, while they're sitting there. So the good bacteria make stuff, and the bad bacteria eat our protein groceries. And when the protein groceries are eaten up, that leaves less for us, and we starve to death. Basically, old people look like they're starving to death. And it's because bad bacteria are eating all their amino acids. And there's more complications to that, but basically, that's well, I'll leave it here for this video. But the bad bacteria are growing, and the good bacteria are going away because of the antibiotics in meat and the preservatives that's in bread. And that's the reason we're having a decline as a species, and decline of our ability to function as humans, because we don't have the neurotransmitters and the precursors and things that the gut makes for us to be human. So I'm going to recommend that we stop eating bread with preservatives, stop eating antibiotic-laced meats, and quit drinking carbonated beverages. All carbonated beverages have this in it. So it's not a good thing to cause explosive growth of bad bacteria, because they eat more and more of your protein groceries, and you decline and you look like hell. So we don't want that either. So there's the only people that benefit from people getting meaner and stupider is the people that are running Fox News. My mother just swears by Fox News, and she believes every lie that comes out of it. And I think it's elder abuse. In fact, I'm thinking about starting a campaign or see if I can't get people together to start a lawsuit against Fox News for telling lies to old people and getting them all upset. It's bad to have people's personalities change because they're being fed lies all the time. But anyway, that's about it for today. I guess that's enough. But I do have some good news from the patent office. They seem to be interested in my theories of how aging happens and what causes it and how we can fix it. And so there is some encouragement there. It's not a fair thing to have the government working against us in our diets, and it's causing such a big problem in our society. And the only people that do benefit are people that are trying to spread hate, and all the fascists and people that we've got trying to get people to agree with them that the situation is terrible and give them power. Be like in Iran. I shouldn't get too far off the track, but in Iran, the Ayatollahs came and said, vote for us, or the religious party, whatever it was, came to us and said, vote for us and we'll give you free housing and all this stuff. And so once people elected them, once they were in office, they didn't give them nothing. They just took control and kept power. So we got to watch for autocracies, because it happens when people are stupid and vote for them. So don't do that. Another pet peeve, I'm really getting off track, is that this stuff with abortion. It's like that the Republican Party is trying to get unwed mothers, because Tim Scott is a product of an unwed mother, and they love Tim Scott. So I'm sitting in here in the middle of South Carolina, and there's nothing wrong with gay people, but we have 2 gay senators, and gay people come because their mothers don't want them, and that happens to do with about 10 weeks of pregnancy. If the pregnancy is unwanted, the microbiome is trained. You get your sexual identity from the microbiome, and the car coming by was a good reason for me to quit. So thank you for listening, and if you've listened this far, I'm going to try to make it up to you by coming up with some good products that will make your life better. Thank you for your time.